It's Wednesday, April 21st, and you're tuned in to the TNIAB podcast. I'm Vince.
Oh, I'm Anthony. Hi.
That's the one. And this is the Geek Chic Culture Show. We talk about all the cool things in the whole wide world. Hey, it's April. It's snowing.
You know what I did today?
What?
With,
Shovel?
with all the snow that came out down?
What?
I got a hot chocolate
Okay.
and I listened to Michael Bublé's Christmas album
Why?
because it felt like Christmas.
Didn't look like Christmas out
What
there.
are you talking about? I had a bunch of snow in my car.
It just looked like another winter day.
Yeah, and then I like went out on a drive. I parked in front of a field, opened up my laptop, field full of snow, trees covered in snow. And then I popped on the Michael Bublé.
Wait.
I was there sipping my Tim's.
Wait, hold on. Let me roll this back.
Yeah.
You went out of your house to drive into a field?
I didn't drive into a field. I drove in a parking lot that was overlooking the field.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Why?
So I need to just hang out by myself.
Do you not do that at home?
Yeah, but it's different. Like there you're by yourself. At home it's like parents ask you for shit. You gotta do something.
I guess.
People come over.
Who's coming over?
People aren't coming over.
Okay, I was gonna say, who's coming over, Anthony?
People aren't coming over.
Who's coming over?
I mean, parents coming over to your room.
Oh.
Yeah, and being like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Hey, I just want to be alone."
Okay, great. Yeah, I'm a bit sad because I thought that this is gonna be the year where I take off my winter tires.
It's beginning to look a lot
And I don't have to worry about snow in
Christmas.
April.
Well, your first mistake was taking off your snow tires.
Well,
Because
I already did.
it's Canada. You weren't prepared for the second winter.
Who cares? The snow's already melting.
Yeah, true. And then Friday it's gonna be like plus 18. So
Yeah. Yeah, I was just a little bit sad. It just threw off my training schedule,
you need a break from that, anyways.
No.
Yeah.
I put in 300 kilometers this week,
Listen, we already know that you don't eat enough.
and it was sick.
You don't eat properly enough to have Operation Six Pack become a success.
Of course, so I have to just keep biking.
Therefore,
I just have to keep biking.
you got to give up.
No.
Entirely.
I just gotta keep biking.
I'll bike the abs into existence.
But it was good. If I'm just like, man, if I could just keep this up for every week for the next
20 years,
10 to 20 years, I'll be good. I'll be good.
I'll be set. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely won't have knee problems. Like
Yeah.
it'll
be awesome.
God damn it.
But yeah, that's been great. So we got a question to answer, and I kind of read over it. It's
You read over it? I did not. I don't know what's happening.
because we have a Mac attack.
Okay.
Brian M writes in because he's a noodle snob.
He's a noodle snob. Okay.
Hello, nerds.
Mm-hmm.
Please rank the following soup noodle bowls from least to most favorite.
Ooh, baby.
Feel free to add more to the ranking as well.
All
So
right.
he lists 5.
All right, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna pull up a list so I remember them all. I'm gonna write these down.
Yeah?
All right. Go.
Number 1, he puts pho.
All right. Pho. All right.
2, ramen.
All right.
3, udon.
Oh, okay.
4, laksa.
All right.
5, wonton.
I'm gonna say right now, wonton's at the bottom. But
Yeah.
what else could we add to this list?
I don't know.
Like, fucking, there's that restaurant downtown was a Szechuan noodle bowl. And what are those what's that soup called that they have for the spicy hand-pulled noodle soup?
Oh,
What's
I know
it
you're talking about
called?
the Chinese one?
Yeah, that one's dope as fuck.
I don't know what that's called.
I'm just gonna look up their menu. Hold up.
All I know is that it exists.
It does exist. You're right, and it's fucking delicious.
It's a type of Chinese noodle. But wait, you're asking for a noodle. He said soup bowl.
This is a soup, though. This specific one is a soup.
Okay.
Szechuan style cold noodle. No, it's not that one. Where is this one?
No idea.
Spicy vermicelli with pork intestines? No,
I don't think that's the one.
It's not the one. Handmade noodle.
I think it's just hand pulled noodle.
I think they just call it hand pulled noodle. Yeah, but that one has it comes with like a soup. It's got the bok choy in it. You can get pork, or you can get like minced stuff, or you can get intestines. Like,
Okay.
it's pretty dope.
So where are you going? Where you wanna?
No, I need this. This is one I need you to go first on because I think you're gonna add some shit that I didn't think of, and it needs to go.
Who said I'm adding anything? I don't.
No, I'm just saying you might. I think you're more likely to add something.
I'm not gonna add anything.
Oh, really? Okay.
A noodle soup? I don't know enough to know.
Lipton's chicken noodle.
Oh man, that's definitely at the top. No. Jeez.
Chunky vegetable.
Okay, can I put instant noodle soup in
like,
this?
But like, what are we talking? Are we talking about the fucking duck one with the Korean spicy
No, I'm
shit?
talking Mr. Noodle.
Mr. Noodle? It's not even like Indomie noodles. It's not Shin Ramen or whatever the fuck that one is. Shin Ramyun.
But Mr. Noodle.
But Mr. Noodle though.
No, I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna use his list.
Yeah, I feel like instant noodle is its own category.
Yeah. I'm just gonna use his list, okay?
All right.
And you were right. I would say wonton is at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going from least favorite to most favorite.
All right.
Okay, wonton's at the bottom.
Yeah.
Udon.
Ooh, Donna. That's okay. All right. Udon noodle is like, it's like, man, I could get udon noodle, but why don't I just get Japanese noodle instead?
Pho.
Oh, that's controversial.
Is at 3.
That's controversial.
Number 2, ramen.
You're putting laksa at the top.
Laksa's number 1, but I have to put it like this: laksa's the one I can't eat repetitiously, and there's 2 types of laksa, and I hate one. Not that I hate, but like I vastly prefer one to another. Like if you gave me the like the spicy sour one,
Yeah.
I will say no.
Okay.
You have to give me the coconut milk curry based one.
That's the one. That's the only one I've had, to be fair.
Then it's one. But I can't have it like with pho and ramen.
Mm-hmm.
I could have those every day. I couldn't do that with laksa.
Mm.
That's the only one.
My fucking Firefox crashed, so now I gotta pull up the list again.
I gotta use that Microsoft Edge, baby.
Sorry, Netscape Navigator for me, please.
Bring up the ship.
Yeah.
We know wonton's at the bottom.
Wonton is at the bottom. The thing is like, I feel like for me specifically, laksa should be at the bottom.
Okay.
Because I don't have it.
Enough.
Like, I think I've had it twice, if not once. Right? I only say twice because I'm just like, maybe my memory's fucked up. But like, laksa is not, I wouldn't say it's something that is normal within Asian food to like seek out. I feel like you gotta be in the know.
Yeah, because laksa is definitely more like Southeast Asian. So it's like you gotta have like a Malay, like you gotta have an Indonesian friend.
Yeah.
Or like a Malay friend
or some shit.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you gotta know what's up to get some laksa.
Like the other way is like if you have if you don't have a Singaporean friend, but then their laksa is not the same as like the Malaysian.
Yeah, and we already decided on coconut curry laksa.
So it's not the Singaporean one. Yeah.
So I feel okay. Laksa's at number 4 with an asterisk.
Okay, because it should be 5.
Because in my brain, I remember it being better than wonton.
Yeah.
But I've definitely had wonton way more than laksa.
Okay.
This last one it's a little toughy. A little toughy.
Okay.
All right.
I'm because I know how much you like udon.
I do like udon, and I do like ramen. But like a good pho, Mamma mia.
So what's it gonna be? Before you say that, can I just interject? This is kind of off topic, but like, if I gave you like Italian noodles and it was just sitting in oil, would you count that as
that's a type of
a soup, a noodle base?
That's a type of dish, Italian dish.
I know it's a dish, but is that a noodle soup dish?
Soup has to. Okay, is this like a soup versus pasta debate?
Oh, I see. Hold on. Soup has a broth that you must be able to.
Also, like soup is like the liquid is enough to where it is it is drowning
Okay.
the noodle.
Okay,
Like
okay.
the oil based pasta thing, it is the sauce.
Yes.
Right? And there's definitely a difference between, like, if I had enough tomato sauce to engulf pasta,
Yeah.
I am now drinking tomato soup with pasta.
Okay, sounds good. Okay, all right. Okay, so
Where
that's
were
just
you gonna go with that?
nowhere. Just food for thought.
All
Anyways,
right, okay. But yeah, you know what? I'm gonna have to put udon at 3.
I thought so.
I'm gonna have to put udon at 3.
Yeah.
Right? Like, because udon and pho, I feel, kind of serve the same purpose, which is like meat and noodle.
Because ramen is not.
But ramen, hold up. But ramen is like, it's like the dessert of soup. It is like so unhealthy. Like, it is like, here is everything that is unhealthy about both of those other soups distilled into like this god bowl.
And that's why it's your favorite?
And that's what's my favorite, because it has so much flavor.
I don't know if I agree with your metaphor or like whatever.
Because, like, I don't know, like, when I eat pho, I don't feel like shit after, right? I'm like, that was a good bowl of pho. I got noodles, I got some bean sprouts, I got some veggies, some meat. Kind of got the whole thing going on, right? Udon, same thing. It's like a nice light meat broth. You get the nice kind of chewy noodle.
I understand why you put ramen at the top, and I understand your rankings.
But then ramen is just like...
I just don't understand how ramen is the dessert of noodle-based soups.
It's because it's so unhealthy.
No, I don't. I still...
Maybe my metaphor's off. Maybe
you know what else is really unhealthy?
What?
A McDonald's Happy Meal.
That
is not the dessert of food.
That is the dessert of hamburgers.
Oh my god.
I just thought of unhealthy, and the first thing that came to mind was dessert. But
all right,
but like ramen is it okay? Maybe it's different. Ramen is a treat.
No, it's a meal. What
it's not a meal though. Like, it's not like, if you want to have any sort of like healthy, balanced diet, ramen is not in there. But I could probably get away with convincing you that pho and udon is in there.
I don't know. I would put them all in the same wheelhouse.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever. Ramen's at the top. It's got so much flavor.
Okay, fine. Yeah,
it's got that umami. Come on.
God. Was there anything you wanted to add? Because I couldn't think of anything.
This is like Asian noodle soup, right?
I guess so. I guess it's Asian noodle soup. Yeah. So I can't
be like, yo, Italian wedding is the bomb.
Well, so how do you feel about hot and sour?
I don't mind it.
Because I know TJ likes hot and sour.
It's great. Yeah, I know you love it. It's definitely not something like...
It's not something like I'm not into it.
Yeah, I'm like, yo, let's get into this hot and sour.
Yeah.
But if someone is like, hey, you got to try the hot and sour soup here, like, it's their staple, I'll get it.
Okay.
Right? But I'm never like going to a Thai place and getting the hot and sour. Like, on purpose.
All right. What about dumpling soup? Like soup dumplings.
See? Dumpling soup is just wonton.
But soup dumplings?
Soup dumplings is the different ball game.
Like, that's bomb.com.
It is the bomb.com. It is insane. What if we just put the broth in the food? Like, instead of the food in the broth, what if the broth was in the food?
Because that's the one thing I haven't been able to have since COVID.
Yeah, there's nowhere near here that would actually do that.
Yeah.
I think.
And I used to have that, like, very, very often.
Yeah, if you wanted it on the go, you can go to that fucking, was it Dumpling?
Yeah.
Was it Miss Dumpling? Mr. Dumpling?
That, or you can go to Juicy Dumpling.
Oh, Juicy Dumpling, that was it. Yeah, you just go, it's like fast food soup dumpling.
Dude, it was just like one TTC ride and then back to work.
So sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I wouldn't classify soup dumpling as soup, though. I think it is still dumpling.
I'm putting it on the list.
All right, and you're putting it at number 1.
I'm putting it at 3. No. It's got its own list.
It is on a list.
Yeah, I said I was gonna put it on a list. It's on its own list.
Yeah, but I think from bottom to top, it's got to be wonton laksa with an asterisk, udon pho ramen.
Okay, yeah, and mine was from bottom to top, wonton udon pho ramen laksa.
Yeah, I think with ramen, it's like I feel bad eating it.
You do?
Like, I eat it, and I'm like, I shouldn't have ate that. But it's just so good.
Do you feel that way when you have a steak?
No.
Or like ribs?
Ribs sometimes, depending on how many ribs I eat.
Because I feel that way when I eat a whole steak, and I'm just like,
I
yeah,
definitely
was
feel
bad.
that way with chicken wings.
Yeah, but I guess with chicken wings, it depends on how many I choose to consume.
Listen, we're eating Red Rockets.
Yeah, okay.
And we're just eating the box.
Fine, yeah, I do feel bad. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay, fine. Yeah, I feel
But there's
bad.
never like, oh, I ate 2 apples, I feel like shit.
If only that were the case, right? If only that were a thing. Shit. Anyways, thank you for writing in. If you have a question and you want to write into us, you can always do so at tniab.letters@gmail.com. We will happily answer anything you choose to ask.
Anything.
Nothing is too personal for this podcast.
I think that's like the downside. I don't think we've ever said no to a question before.
That's true. Anyways, we have a review this week.
Question. It's the girth of your dick, bro.
Did you write in? Listen, you didn't write
I'll
in.
I'll write it in for you.
I can't answer the question unless you write in.
It's not an official question.
Yeah, jeez. Okay, we have a review this week.
Oh yeah, we do. I blocked it from my mind.
I'm gonna tell you guys right now, you've never seen anything like it before.
You probably shouldn't see anything like it ever.
And it's called Girl Gun Lady. This is Bandai Sunrise's newest hot toy model kit property where you build cute army anime girls and their accompanying guns. And to sell you on this whole spec, like any great toy manufacturer, there is some sort of fiction and media to go with it, and that is what we are looking at today. Story follows a girl named, I don't know, maybe her name's Tachibana? Koharu. Okay. And she's a timid, kind of negative.
Nobody knows I exist.
Yeah, she's a very meek personality in an all-girls high school.
But she loves model kits.
She does love model. She loves a good model kit. So one day after school, she sees a model kit that she the hot new model kit, which is the attack girl gun.
Mm-hmm.
She buys it. She goes home, builds it, falls asleep. Boom.
But specifically, like all good magical girl bullshit, she wishes that, if only this thing I did could change my life.
Yes, she does say that. And so then she builds the model kit, which also includes this sweet idol
gun.
This idol AV montage.
Oh yeah. That was weird. I am pudding a la mode. You are something a la mode. Like, what the fuck was that? It was a fever dream.
Yeah, I don't know. But now I just want that in the next like action movie, like the next Rocky, the next montage. I need to see like
just idols.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Yeah, but it's gotta be Rocky.
Oh my god, it's gonna be Creed 3.
Oh man, yeah. And
Michael B. Jordan is a cheerleader,
and he could be singing songs from Creed.
Oh my god.
Sick. Anyways, she builds a model kit, gets transported to another world where it looks like it's this harmless laser gun.
Yeah, it's like laser tag
battle royale thing.
Yeah.
Nah. They build these guns and they use them for real and they kill you.
Yeah, and it's like it's brought up in like graphic violence ways where it's just like she gets grazed with one of the energy bullets and she just has like a hole in her face. Like she gets just straight up like a lacerated cheek.
And it's hinted that throughout the episode that like you have to survive these battle royale games to prevent being erased from the real world.
Like, what the fuck?
So what'd you think of Girl Gun Lady?
It's okay, I'm gonna just be 100% prejudiced in this review.
All right.
This whole thing is being used to sell toys to Japanese dudes who hate women. Like straight up.
You sir. Whoa. Careful. Whoa.
Because that's all it comes off as. It just comes off as like, girls always made fun of me for liking model kits. Now I made a show where girls are ruthlessly murdered while making the thing I love.
I mean, are you wrong? No.
Are you wrong? Is he wrong though? Right, and that's like probably the most extreme way to interpret this show. Um, but I only say that because of the low quality of everything else surrounding it.
What are you talking about?
Like the writing in this show is dog shit awful.
I think it was pretty good.
Do you? Do you really?
No.
Like I'm sure there's other things in the show that will like explain it, right? Like it'll flesh out the story further. We only watched one episode, so I don't think it's fair to make that kind of a sweeping decision, like not decision, but like outlook on the show or whatever.
For sure, for sure.
But yeah, first episode alone in a vacuum,
Yeah.
that's all it seems like. It's just some dude just made like, what if we just made like hot girl torture porn?
Yeah. 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 Like I don't really have much else to add beyond that because like you're right, the writing's bad.
It's a spectacle, 100%.
Yeah, like the action sequences are what you would expect from
live action.
Yeah.
It's no different than like a Kamen Rider, right?
Yeah.
And also the storyline is really no different from something like a Madoka. But the thing with Madoka is like I don't watch Madoka and I'm like, that director just like he has a grudge out. I don't know. There's something about this piece of media that I don't know. It just screams women issues.
I don't know. I understand what you're saying, but I also understand the appeal of
hot girls doing shit.
Yeah, hot girls with guns.
Hell yeah, brother.
Like, so I don't know if it's someone who hates women or someone who just has
loves women,
a specific
fetish
for women with guns.
Yeah, it could go either way. Honestly, it can go either way.
Yeah.
It's man, the girls in the show are so hot. Holy shit.
There are some hilarious parts in this though, because when they run out of bullets, they just have ammo lying around in the middle of like the playground.
Yeah.
And they gotta go get it, but they come on plastic runners.
So you gotta build the fucking magazine.
Yeah, and then you gotta reload the gun, and that's hilarious.
Maybe it's stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe just the lunacy of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Comes off as like college level fan film type shit.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, there's probably a way you can do this show, or maybe it gets way better. Like, you know what? Maybe it just gets way better after the first episode.
Because, like, I look at this and I think to myself, this is no more silly than watching, like, a dude put on a toy belt and turn into a superhero and then just beat up monsters. Like,
you know, this would probably be was it Garo?
Yeah, Garo.
Garo. It'd be the Garo version of Tokusatsu, but for ladies. I could put it that way.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, because like, I don't know. Maybe there's a certain nuance with Kamen Rider and Sentai, but Girl Gun Lady is in that wheelhouse.
I know what it is.
What?
The thing with Sentai is like usually, or like Kamen Rider, is usually the premise is set up at the beginning. Like there is a motivation, there is there is some external reason of why the main character would have been chosen for whatever event, right?
Okay.
So in the most recent Sentai we watched, it was his family is always like, you always do your best and you're always, because like you can do it, whatever you're gonna do, and he just has this like positive outlook on life, which makes sense of why he's every Power Ranger.
Yeah.
Right. Or Forze. His whole thing is just straight loyalty to his friends.
Yeah.
And loyalty to the people he wants to save and his ideals. Therefore, he's the main character. With this one, there is depressed girl who we see a series of events happen to where people just shit on her pretty much.
Yeah.
Right? Like she gets bullied like immediately. She gets knocked over when she's carrying the desk and all that stuff. And then, after some weird, creepy hobby guy gives her a model kit, she then gets put into a world where she doesn't want to be. into scenarios where it keeps making the life worse. And it's the downward progression, I think, that changes it for me.
Yeah, I can see that maybe.
Rather than just like, oh man, I'm confident, but if only I had a way to prove my skills. And then she was just like, my name is Price, and then mission failed, we'll get him next time. And I think that'd be different, but I don't know. It's weird. It's like a little exploitative, but I guess like that's fine.
Sure.
Right? Like all media is exploitative in a way.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's not what I expected.
I could never have expected this. Anything like this, I could have expected it.
Yeah. This
is Battle Royale, but with plastic model kits.
Yeah. Well, you know what, guys? Check it out.
It's all officially subbed on YouTube or something?
Yeah. It's I think the first 2 episodes are out. And yeah, I have no more words.
Ooh, 3
episodes are out. Okay, there you go. If you
it's
guys
on the Bandai Spirits Global channel.
Yeah. And if you guys like the whole live action model kits, don't you worry. Next week we got something equally as entertaining coming up.
Do we?
Yes, we do. I'm going to get it. Now,
all right.
Let's move on to Picks of the Week. What do you have?
I have a bunch of stuff that are updates from previous week stories.
Okay.
So one is, remember we're talking about Discord and Microsoft. Microsoft wants to buy out Discord.
Sure.
Then we got that whole thing about like people owning companies as opposed to selling them and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it turns out Discord has reportedly ended talks with Microsoft to sell.
Okay.
And by ended talks, I mean they decided not to sell to Microsoft.
Okay. So who are they selling to?
So far, nobody.
Okay.
So right now, Discord they're in talks with 3 other companies. I think one of them was Epic Games and the other was Amazon. I don't remember the third one.
Okay.
But really right now, at least according to the articles I've been reading, is that they are seriously considering just having an IPO. Like, they're going to try and go public and they're going to see how it goes from there. There is
good luck.
It is, yeah, you straight up good luck. And there are instances like this is not I don't think this is like a bad move. Like there are definitely companies, especially within the gaming sphere, that have stayed private and have made lots of money. Steam, hello. Shining example of that.
Steam I understand, but what's Discord's revenue model?
Was it Discord Turbo? Their like paid model.
Oh yeah.
The upgraded servers for community stuff.
Okay.
Also, I think if you're a corporation, you might have to pay for a Discord server. I can't remember. I think it's one of those things where it's like free for consumers, but
so what you're telling me is one day this is just going to be Slack?
It could be Slack competitor. Why not?
Okay.
But yeah, it's interesting. It's kind of Discord is like one of the biggest IM platforms right now, period, just even outside of the gaming sphere. I can't tell you how many of my group assignments have been done through Discord. And yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where this goes. I'll probably be following it as more news comes out.
Cool.
The next one was, remember when we said the PlayStation Store is closing?
Yes.
And you should be ready and buy all your shit?
I guess that...
JK, LOL, my bad.
Huh.
So there was an official blog post by Jim Ryan, president and CEO of Sony Interactive. And he says, recently we notified PlayStation Store for PlayStation 3 and PS Vita devices were planned to end this summer. Upon further reflection, it is clear that we made the wrong decision.
Wow, must have been a lot of outpouring.
So today I'm happy to say that we will be keeping the PlayStation Store operational for PS3 and Vita devices. PSP commerce functionality will still retire on July 2nd as originally planned. So yeah, the internet was on fire with this shit. And it brought up some other news stories that we'll get to later. But it's cool to see a company kind of be like, oh shit, there are still like parts of our community that are very adamant about this stuff and being able to buy this stuff and play this stuff. So I'm gonna say that it was most likely probably the influx of purchases they probably got as the store was shutting down.
You think people were reconnecting their PlayStations
At least
to
like
buy more?
on stuff I've been seeing, like forums I've been reading, if I can take it at face value, is that people are like, oh shit, I bought all this DLC for this game because I want to play it, and there hasn't been any releases. I personally went out and I got the Soul Sacrifice Delta, and I got all the DLC on my Vita,
Okay.
and stuff like that. So it sounded, at least on gaming forums, that people were doing it. I don't know how big that is to the market in general.
I don't know,
because we don't get those numbers unless we subscribe to NPD numbers.
Nah.
Oh, shit. All right. You couldn't like write that off as like a business expense or something?
You can.
I can. We don't make any money off this. It's not a business.
Mm.
It's a hobby, though. We could get a tax write-off for hobby purposes.
Wow.
So, anyways, yeah, they're staying open, but they are staying open for the foreseeable future.
Of course.
So,
what else are they gonna write? Indefinitely?
Indefinitely. Hell yeah. Forever. So hopefully this will be something we won't have to worry about for at least a couple years. And hopefully it'll be something that when it comes time to worrying about it, they have figured out an alternative to either keep that stuff live or to bring that stuff forward to other consoles. Because I know the one thing for the PSP that's still up in the air is, even though the PSP store will be closing, the PSP store on the PC, like through the web browser, is gone already.
Yeah. So is the PS3 store, no?
So that's what I don't know what's gonna happen. If I buy PSP shit through the PS3 store, can I still, like, when the PSP store shuts down, will it's the PSP stuff still be available to purchase on the PS3 store, and then I can install it by loading it through the USB?
Wow, the workarounds.
Sometimes you got, right now, you know what I did to get my PSP back online?
No.
I made a guest Wi-Fi on my router that has older WEP access because newer Wi-Fi password technology doesn't jive with the Vita wireless software.
Vita?
Or sorry, the PSP
wireless
wireless
software. I was
software.
like, Jesus, the Vita's not that old,
No. The PSP, sorry.
Damn.
So it's I'm sure this is only affecting a few people, but it's nice to see that a company listened.
Sure.
After that, though, some more bad news, I guess, came out. Turns out the PS3 and the PS4 have more problems than just the store shutting down. Well, not the PS4, but the PS3 does.
Okay.
Do you know internal clock batteries, like CMOS batteries, on any sort of console that have?
Sure do.
Like, if they die, it's just like, hey, what's the date? That kind of thing. So it turns out that on the PS3 and the PS4, especially on the PS3, this is bad, where if your CMOS battery dies, there is a check when you normally boot up a game to the PlayStation servers where it'll check the time on your system, compare it with the time on whatever to make sure you're not getting trophies in illicit ways or whatever. And it's like a network check, pretty much.
Yeah.
If your CMOS battery dies in your PlayStation 3, you cannot play games.
Cool. Like,
not just download a game. You cannot play disc physical media games.
Wow.
And the PS4, this is also the case, but only with downloaded games.
Interesting move.
So yeah, it's kind of crazy. Apparently this has been something that like modders have known for a while. I think the guy who did the unofficial Bloodborne patch, which allows you to run it at 60 frames on a PS4, he knew about it, but it's only really come to light because of this PlayStation Store news, and it's
interesting,
kind of nutty. Apparently, it's an easy fix. It is just like it could be fixed through a firmware update. It's not something that's like hard coded into like hardware or something. So you just like release a firmware and be like, hey, you don't need this check anymore or whatever. But it's concerning.
I wonder why they would put that in.
I don't know why Japan internet infrastructure does a lot of the things they do.
Oh, that's true, Japan. Oh,
right. Like the answer here really is Japan.
Okay.
Right. And I'm sure this was originally just a way for people to not cheat the trophy system, so achievements don't turn out like Steam where it's useless.
Well, they're all fake.
Yeah, we're all fake, and like it doesn't matter if you earned it or not.
That's still like wow. Okay, sure.
It is a hard cap solution on a very minor issue.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, people are worried that in the coming years, like the PS3 is already over 10 years old, that if these batteries die, the thing is too. Sorry, I forgot to mention. Even if you replace the batteries, it still won't let you do it. It's like the Apple hardware fiasco, where like even if you replace it with an exact same working thing.
Oh yeah, they're all like ID coded.
They're all ID coded to the board, and the PlayStation will be like, "Nah, fuck you," type of thing. So it's worrisome for people who are doing like game archiving, and a lot of that stuff is popping up recently with like different history foundations and stuff like that. So
interesting.
It's a little crazy. And also the PS5 has this problem too.
I'm just gonna assume that they're always gonna have this problem, but
I guess
I don't know. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, so the PS5 on I think the PS5 will let you play disc games still, so it's less of an issue.
All right.
But yeah, it's wild. It's if you're into this kind of old stuff or you like playing old games on your system, definitely check out these news stories. They are pretty cool.
Well, nothing lasts forever, I guess.
That's like the byline of every article is nothing lasts forever.
Yeah. Look at cars, man. Shit.
What are you talking about? Cars last forever.
Yeah, okay.
I saw a Ford Model T once.
Once?
All right, it was in a museum, but I saw it.
What are you gonna do when there's no more gas?
Please.
Can't drive all the sickest cars anymore. They're all gonna be worthless.
Yeah, but you know, cars in general are worthless.
Whoa.
Not like video games.
Whoa.
Video games are culture.
Oh. Careful. You might have upset somebody. Wow.
After that is just a couple things I saw that were pretty interesting. There's a Switch indie game that really caught my eye. It's called Say No More.
This looks like the dumbest game I've ever seen.
One day you are an intern at a office and you have to say yes to everything. But then one day your boss takes your lunchbox. So you go on a quest to get your lunchbox back by saying no to everybody.
Yes. It's exactly what you do.
Like, that's literally it. You walk around and you say no, and then when you say no, people are so shocked something ridiculous happens. And it's all, like, every single person in the game reminds me of the Katamari Damacy people. Like, very blocky, really sharp animations.
Yeah.
Semi-robotic, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
This game looks great.
Okay.
This game looks awesome. I wanted to give it a shout out. It looks really cool.
Cool.
After that is the North Star update for Apex.
Apex Legends. Yes.
Yes. You know more about this than I do, so maybe because the lore based stuff. The new character. And stuff like that.
Yeah. So if you're a fan of Titanfall 2, this I think like
this is what they were talking about when they said more Titanfall content is coming.
Yeah, and when I guess Respawn said Titanfall content is coming to Season 9. Be prepared for you Titanfall fans. This is what they meant.
Mm-hmm.
But as a big Titanfall fan, I couldn't think of anything that they were gonna introduce to be like, oh shit, yeah, Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
This is a neat tie-in. Basically, if you play Titanfall 2, which I was trying to remember like the campaigns of Titanfall 1 and 2, and then I realized, oh right, there's only one campaign.
There's only one campaign.
And it's Titanfall 2. One of the antagonists is using a North Star Titan, and that's the Titan that can fly.
Yeah.
And he's an annoying motherfucker.
He's a pain in the ass.
Who comes back through the entire game, and you fight him at multiple points in the game. And I think the game ends with him. He's the last boss fight, I think.
I believe so, yes.
He's pretty close. And he's just an annoying dude. Anyways, long story short, you beat him. The character they're introducing to Apex Legends is his daughter.
Yeah. And
this goes behind the whole origin story, and you see like the other side of this pilot that you just pretty much always saw as an annoying boss fight.
Yeah. Because the other thing too is to remember, like, I think at the end of Titanfall 2, you are designated as Apex Predator.
Yeah.
Which is like where the whole Apex League comes from now and stuff like that. So
yeah, and it's interesting because I guess I've also been playing a lot of Apex Legends, and every time I play it, I don't think Titanfall when I play that game.
Yeah.
Like it does not like there are things obviously there that are like, oh, Titanfall.
Yep.
But it's not like, oh yes, this is a Titanfall game.
Yeah, it is definitely Titanfall adjacent.
Yeah, it's like when you play. It's like when you were first playing those Pokemon RPGs, like the red, whatever, blue.
Yeah.
And then your mom got you Mystery Dungeon, and you're like, well,
this is. I guess
it's Pokemon.
It's got Pokemon in it,
but it's not Pokemon.
Yeah.
So like that's what it's like. Not to say Apex is a bad game. It's great. It's just it's not Titanfall.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what this is. They haven't really shown anything besides her lore and her backstory. Like, so we don't know exactly what her abilities are going to be as a legend in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I guess as a tie-in to be like, yes, this is a direct call out to Titanfall 2. It's pretty cool.
Okay.
Ain't a Titan though.
It's not a Titan. You're right, and no auto pistol.
No auto pistol. You're right. No auto pistol.
Unfortunate. And then the last one I have, which I probably think is the biggest story of this week, which just came out today, I think.
Oh yeah.
Great Ace Attorney.
Oh, this is the big story. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Oh.
You remember those Japanese exclusive Ace Attorney games where it took place in like feudal Japan?
I can't say that I do.
Yeah, you do. Shut up.
No, I don't.
And everyone does because it's the best. They're cool, and everyone wanted to play them. And now they're here.
I think Ace Attorney died after 2009.
Listen, how dare you speak this slander in my house?
Wow.
All right.
Wow. Yeah. No. I think universally Ace Attorney 1, 2, 3, fantastic.
Yeah. Apollo Justice though.
But people kind of just forgot.
Spirit of Justice on the 3DS.
Kind of.
Dual Destinies.
Apollo Justice is what happens when is the same thing as when Yu-Gi-Oh! GX happened and you realize that Yu-Gi wasn't in it.
And Yu-Gi-Oh! GX is rad.
No, it's not.
Which then led to 5Ds, which is dueling on motorcycles.
No. Some things were better off dead.
Whatever. So Feudal Japan.
Yep.
Feudal Japan Ace Attorney. It's finally being translated. I think the second game in the series was like done in 2016 or something. And yeah, it's finally coming to the West. So one can only hope that the next is the second Miles Edgeworth game is going to be translated. And after that, or even before that, Samurai Yakuza. They gotta be coming, homie. I want Sega to see that shit and be like, damn, son, that's a cool thing to do.
I mean, like, I'm all for all these games coming to the West. I just don't know if people will care.
Listen, I care. That's all that matters.
Well, it's because you're damn Nipponese.
You damn Nipponese. Oh, yeah, that's what they call them. They call them Nipponese. My favorite, I was telling them, is that the main character's last name is Naruhodo. Which in Japanese is like, ooh, I see. Or, ooh, like, I'm invested. Like, you're interested. Ah, Naruhodo. Oh, really? Right? Like, come on.
So stupid.
What a good name.
Who did the localization on this shit?
A fucking genius did the localization on this game.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah, that's those are my picks. Unless you want to talk about Resident Evil Infinite Darkness anime coming to Netflix.
No, I'm not. I don't. But I will say the other Apex Legends news is there's a mobile version coming.
Mm-hmm.
It's in beta right now in the Philippines. So
wait, what?
If you are in the Philippines, go play Apex Legends Mobile. Tell me if it's any good.
Yo, can your mom get us in on this beta?
No, she cannot.
Damn. All right.
Tales of Arise finally has a release date. It is this year, September 10th, and the big news is it's coming with next gen versions for PS5 and Xbox Series. So I'm pretty hyped.
Okay.
I can't wait to watch that. Apple had a event yesterday, April 20th, 420,
mm-hmm.
and they introduced some cool new things. Number one, a purple iPhone. You can finally buy your iPhone in purple.
Oh, okay.
Because we all wanted that.
I guess. They pulled the Nintendo route.
Yeah, they did. They have new iPads. New iPad Pros, actually. That's
okay.
It. They're more powerful, blah, blah, blah. Big story here is they don't use the Lightning cable. They use Thunderbolt 3, so you can basically connect to anything now.
All right.
And the bigger of the two uses mini LED, which is a brand new technology that's supposed to be better than OLED, or it's supposed to have the performance of OLED, but the reliability of regular LED.
Okay.
So that's the hot new tech. Good
Is it,
stuff.
what is this? Was it liquid retina? Is that what they're calling
Yeah,
it?
it's liquid retina XDR,
Yeah, okay.
but it's mini LED. So
Alright.
it's just
but it's
whatever.
mini LED.
And then they have new iMacs in a rainbow of colors. If you want an all-in-one piece or all-in-one Mac,
Yeah.
that's the way to go. They look pretty cool. I want one. I don't know what I would do with it, but I would like
cool
one.
though.
Yeah, I think I like the purple one. It's pretty neat. And then the last thing they did is they have
Yo, bro,
AirTags.
hold up, bro.
Whoa,
Yo, this
whoa.
iPad has 5G.
Sure does.
I don't want people hacking into my brain, bro. Fuck that.
Yo, too late. We already there.
Disgusting.
We already there. Yeah, and then the last thing is AirTags. If you ever had tiles, like those things you connect to your keychains, this is Apple's version. And this is basically, if you're on the Apple ecosystem, this is kind of like, I don't see why you wouldn't get one of these if you were interested in that type of technology.
Okay, you know what else you can get?
What?
A key holder. And then when you walk into your home, you put the keys on the holder, and therefore they will never get lost.
That's not the point of it. The point is when you're out and you lose your key.
I guess.
But, I mean, I think they come in like packs of 4.
Yeah.
So you just put one on your backpack,
mm-hmm.
right? You put one on wherever.
Yeah.
Put one on your children.
On the child.
On your dog's collar.
I would feel like the only way that would really be effective, like if someone was trying to steal your shit, is if, like, say you had it on your backpack, but it was like sewn into the fabric of your backpack.
So I guess you could just put it inside the backpack somewhere,
yeah, true,
right? Like
true.
you don't have to have it like all the advertising shows it as this visible thing.
Yeah.
If it were me, I wouldn't have it visible.
Yeah.
Like
oh, the guy took my keys and he threw the tag into the sewer. Like
like what? Yeah. So yeah, there you go. That's AirTag. So Apple had a pretty it was an okay event. I was expecting more MacBook news, but whatever.
Just get a new MacBook. Just do it.
I don't have the money.
Bruh, what are you talking about? Didn't you just buy a TV?
Exactly. I don't got the money.
No, that means you have the income to buy more.
No.
That's how it works.
Netflix had a couple trailers. First of all, they have the sequel to Love, Death, and Robots.
I never finished.
You never finished the first anthology series. It was great. I'm looking forward to the second one. But I think the trailer that everyone is talking about, or the trailer that is on everyone's mind, is from Marvel. It is Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. Anthony, what do you think about this kung fu whatever?
I thought this was like straight to DVD.
So did I.
At first.
So did I. I was like, if there was not the Marvel banner at the front or on the title screen, I would have been like, all right, it's not the kung fu film. I'll watch it when it's on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like this to me, this honestly looked like super generic Chinese kung fu martial arts film.
Yeah.
And that's not to say it's bad. I just mean like, I guess I always thought that if, when you watch those martial arts films and you're like, oh man, this thing's so campy, it's like on such a tight budget.
Yeah.
Imagine if it had the budget of a Hollywood film. And so that's what this has. And it's like, oh shit, it ain't that much better.
It's not
like,
not that much better.
I guess money does not equal quality.
Yeah. I don't know. I think part of this is also because like I've been so checked out after Endgame. Yeah. Or what is it? Endgame was the last one?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been so checked out of the Marvel Cinematic Universe after Endgame that like maybe I just don't give a shit. But I don't even know who this is.
So I mean, yeah.
Like I know of the Mandarin. And I only know him because I think in the comics he has like the fucking stereotypical Fu Manchu mustache.
Yeah. And
the 10 rings are like all different powers he has where like if he punches you, he can like send you to a different dimension or some bullshit or whatever. And like they're setting up like, okay, the 10 rings are like the Infinity Stones or some shit. But I don't know. It's yeah, it looks like a movie. That's really all I can say about it.
Yeah. I thought you went all over for Aquafina, but
Oh, listen, I'm all over Aquafina. Hell yeah.
Okay.
The stealing the show, drives the bus, comedic relief. Aquafina is the best. Call me up, girl. What's up? But yeah, I don't know. It's just maybe it's too little, too late. Maybe the character. I just don't know. It's one of those things where I don't know anything about this character, even peripherally.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand, like, because I don't really know much about this character either, and
like even if you don't know comics, you know Iron Man.
Yeah,
right.
Like, I mean, I hate to say it, but I feel like we're going back to the days where like Elektra had a movie.
Oh, those are like Catwoman with Halle Berry.
And like, I'm not saying this movie looks bad. I'm just saying it's given that sort of vibe where it's like throwing some generic action here.
Yeah.
You know, throwing the Marvel logo there. And like a famous line they have. And boom, we got ourselves a movie.
I also think like this doesn't look like it has, even though it's a full feature-length film, it doesn't look like it has the same, like even though you said it has more budget, it doesn't look like it has the same budget as like a Captain America. Right?
Yeah.
Like the way things are set up, like the whole trailer is very dingy. When that bus runs over all the luxury cars, you can tell it's like really shitty CG.
I think like the part for me that where I kind of rolled my eyes, and this is purely my preference. Mm-hmm. I've never been the biggest fan of Wire Fu.
Oh my god, thank you so much. Like people I know love Wire Fu, and
like, you know, like
Crouching Tiger's the best action movie ever. Wire Fu sucks dick. Fuck you.
And like I've never been that big a fan, and when this movie cut to the scene of them doing that shit, I was like, oh no,
so close.
This is not what I want.
Donnie Yen did not choreograph this.
A part of it was also just like, I wish they made this movie 10 years ago and just gave Jackie Chan the budget and he just made whatever the fuck he wanted.
Instead of The Foreigner.
Yeah. So, oh well. There you go.
Yeah, but you know, it doesn't matter because the lead character was a fucking racist. You see that shit?
Why? What happened?
Yo, did you see that he compared Nicki Minaj's music to a homeless man screaming?
Whoa.
Yeah. Fucking racist.
Good for him.
Good for him. Hit the nail on the head. When you're right, you know?
Damn.
Sometimes it'd be like that.
Yeah. All right, cool. That's it for our picks. Before we move on, let's interject with another question.
Oh, Paul, right in.
We got a question to chew on.
Late again. No, I'm just
Again, if you want to be like Paul, you can visit our Facebook page.
Do you have a Facebook account? I don't know what the direct address is, but it's just
at Facebook, 3 Nerds in a Basement.
If you go into the search bar at the top and you type in 3 Nerds in a Basement, it'll be there.
And that's where you can also write in a question, whether it's on the post. Wait, do you still call it a wall on Facebook?
I think it's a post now.
Okay, a post, a direct message, and you can be like Paul. And Paul writes in and says, what is something that you know enough about in your personal life that when you see portrayed on screen, you subconsciously judge it?
I
feel like I'm having deja vu. Like I've answered.
I feel like I've answered this question before too.
I think we said video games.
I said video games, but I also remember saying it's not important enough. I think we did answer this question before.
Maybe. Driving.
Yeah, you said cars and driving. And when they just like
when they're moving the steering wheel but they're going straight.
Yeah,
oh my
like
god.
That shit, yeah.
It gives me an aneurysm.
Yeah, that stuff. Or like when they're my favorite is when car guys know that the guy in the movie is driving a manual car, but they're doing like shift changes. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, not manual car, but they're doing an automatic car, but they're doing like manual shift changes.
Oh yeah, I remember this conversation. Yeah.
I think it was games and like games being played with the wrong controller, like it's a system exclusive, but it's like an Xbox controller, or like people talking like any fucking multiplayer trailer with like, yo, bro, I have him in my sight. Like nobody talks like that.
I think for me, the one is when they have like Asian people in the movie, and they just let people walk into their house with their shoes on. That's the one where I'm like, yo, that's some fucked up shit, man. I bet you this could happen in Shang-Chi in The Legend of the Ten Rings.
He's gonna walk into his own home with his shoes on.
With his shoes on, and people be like, yo, what
the fuck?
What the
Or they're gonna have a scene fully dedicated to him taking his shoes off, and it's gonna be a running joke throughout the movie.
They're gonna just piss off the world, and they're gonna make him sleep in his bed with his sneakers on, because that's the American way.
Outdoor clothes.
Yeah.
On the bed.
Ooh.
I don't get that.
What?
I don't get why outdoor clothes on the bed is a big deal.
Because you're dirty.
Yeah, but the thing is like, if you're telling me outdoor clothes underneath the sheets, I'm with you. Like, that's fucked up. But if I'm on top of the bed, like the top layer of sheet,
yeah,
and I sit on that,
yeah,
that's not a problem.
Not for you.
No, it shouldn't be a problem for anybody. This is my new rule as a dictator. People shall be allowed.
I think it makes sense
to sit on the top sheet.
Are you saying that dirt doesn't travel between the sheets? Like, it doesn't fall through?
Like in between?
Yeah.
Like that? I don't think you're dirty. If you're dirty enough to where that's a concern, change your pants.
I don't think people realize how dirty they are.
I think that people do realize how dirty they are, but the level of dirt that is on you normally does not matter.
No, I think the worst kind of dirt
is
the microscopic dirt.
No, this is like the people who are just like, bro, is that like 99.99% of all germs dead? It's like, you don't need that level of cleanliness in your house.
Sure you do.
You don't.
Yeah, you do.
You don't. It's also like becoming an issue. Like where like they're creating super germs.
That's awesome.
Hell yeah. Right? Like there's a level of dirt I would understand. Like if I came out and I was like I got rained on.
You must,
because it was like muddy.
You must have pissed off a lot of your Asian ex-girlfriends.
Probably. I wouldn't doubt it. They didn't say anything.
Okay. They just wait till you left. They're like, fuck, gotta do my sheets again.
This motherfucker.
No, I just changed them.
That's why I'm breaking up with them next week. This is fucked up. Yeah, I probably know what? Probably. But also like, yeah, top sheet, full clothes, who gives a shit? If I'm getting under the sheets and clothes are coming off.
So you're telling me like you would wear your winter jacket on top of your bed?
I don't know. Okay, in this scenario, I don't know why I'm wearing my winter jacket inside.
Okay, maybe.
But if you're saying like I'm in a studio apartment, all right? Let's say I'm in a bachelor pad apartment, and I have my winter coat.
Yeah.
I would have no problem throwing said coat on the bed.
You're fucked, man. No. Mm-mm.
What? Why not?
Do you know why we have guest rooms?
Yeah.
Because no one uses that bed. That's why when people come over and be like, you can throw your jacket on that bed, it's no problem. Because no one uses that bed.
That seems inconsistent.
What are you talking about?
Because what if someone does sleep on that bed?
Well, it's not my
Then
bed.
that's years of grime and coats.
Listen.
By your definition.
The only time there's a guest is if it's a white person.
And then we give them the fucked up room. Fuck you. Never sleeping over here.
That's the secret. That's the secret!
I'm never sleeping.
Yo, shout out to all the guys out there who are not Asian, had to date an Asian girl, and or vice versa.
And had to deal with this?
Had to deal with that kind of shit.
So shout out to me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't think that's an issue. I don't think it's an issue. And also, if we're gonna take some of your friends into consideration, sometimes it leads to relationships. So I don't see the downside here.
Gross.
Disgusting.
Ew. That's a ew.
What are you, kissing girls? Gay?
Let's go into our weeks. So I know you don't have exams anymore. So what did you do?
I finished my last exam yesterday.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking pumped.
Yeah.
You know what I did all week? My exams.
Okay. So you did nothing.
I did jack shit.
Well, thank you for participating.
Yeah, I did nothing. One of my exams was 24 hours to write a 10-page research paper.
Oh my god.
I stayed up till like 4 a.m. and then I went to sleep, woke up at 9 to then do the rest by I think it was like 5 o'clock was the deadline. Holy shit, that was a shitty 2 days.
That sounds awesome.
And then the other ones were just like long form papers, but I had more time to do it. Like technically, I had until tomorrow to finish my last exam.
But you just want to get it over with?
I just want to get the fuck out the way.
That's better. That's good. That's good. Don't leave it hanging. It's good.
So yeah, I'm done. My marks are coming back. Bro, I now know what it is like to be a straight A student. Shit feels good.
Good. Bravo.
Again, and yeah, I got 4 classes in the summer.
Then you're done.
And I'm done.
That's good.
I'm done exciting. Like dinner.
Exciting.
And I figured, like, so in Canada, for all you American listeners, the school system is a little different for university. You have the option to take a 3-year degree, which is still a bachelor's degree. But if you take the 4th year, which you would normally do, like in say America, it's called honors. So it's bachelor of whatever with honors, meaning you took that extra 4th year. So I figured, like, fuck it, I'm gonna take that 3-year bachelor's. I'll get hired somewhere, and then if I ever wanted to like go back to school and like maybe pursue a master's or whatever, or I needed that 4th year, I could do it part-time.
Yeah.
So I just,
yeah, man, if you can get a company to pay for it, do it.
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, there you go.
Sounds cool.
I just did exams.
Wicked.
That was about it.
Awesome. I decided to. So I just I caught up on my weekly anime. It's all been pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
No big surprises there. 86 is cool. SSSS
Dynazenon
is very, very, very cool. Attack on Titan remains to be Attack on Titan.
Oh, it will continue to be Attack on Titan.
I think, but the rumor is that, like, based on how much of they're in versus like the finish line,
mm-hmm.
It sounds like we're gonna get, like, we're still in part 1 of season 4. We're probably gonna get a part 2 to season 4.
Oh, okay.
But it might end with like, or it might be like a movie.
Oh, the movie will be the ending?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yeah. That
big oof, dog.
Like those are kind of like the rumors going around, and so it's like, shitty.
I guess you know what? Listen, I feel like every Japanese person and their mom saw the fucking Demon Slayer movie, and they're like, and then every businessman is like, we could make billions of dollars too.
Yeah, I mean,
why don't we make them?
And I guess when you're in Attack on Titan and you have this whole like hype around you, you're like, why the fuck not?
Yeah, why not? Why wouldn't we do that?
Exactly. Who cares about COVID? Get those butts in theaters.
I still think it's so crazy that like the shutdown measures in Tokyo are pretty much a suggestion.
Yeah.
But yet their case rate is still like sub 400 a day.
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so that's what I did in terms of anime.
Mm-hmm. Did you watch Super Cub?
No.
Oh, fuck, I'm gonna keep asking you until you watch this.
I could have swore I watched another new anime, but
World Ends With You?
I guess I didn't. I really thought I did.
All right. Card Fight Vanguard Overdress?
No, I didn't. So I didn't watch anything.
You didn't watch Yokai Watch?
No.
You didn't watch Shinkansen Heki Robo Shinkalion Z?
Hold on. Is this the bullet train that transforms?
Hell yeah, based off Takara Tomi's new toy line, baby.
No, I didn't watch it. No.
Right, okay.
No. No, actually, like I said at the top of the show, I've been cycling a lot this week, so I've been doing that. It's been enjoyable.
You didn't watch Oshiri Tante?
No.
The detective show with the guy who has a butt for a face?
No.
All right. No. It's in its 5th season, just so you know.
No. I only played 2 games this week. I played Apex Legends. I've been playing a lot of that. I think I'm getting better. I don't know.
Are you gold yet, bro?
No. No, because I can't play ranked.
Oh, you're not even...
I can play ranked. Wait, what level did you be at to play rank?
20?
Okay, no. I'm only at like 15.
Oh, okay.
So I can't play ranked yet. I can't even unlock a character yet.
Well, listen. Even people who've been playing for a long time can't unlock a character unless you're fucking paying for that shit.
Yeah. So we'll see. It's been good. It's been fun. I've been learning a lot, and especially now that like I'm playing on a bunch of different maps, it's good practice. But I kept playing it, and I just been like, man, I know this is in the Titanfall universe, but it's not Titanfall. So I went to Steam, like, Titanfall 2 is $10. I'm buying Titanfall 2.
Damn.
So I bought Titanfall 2. I haven't played that game since it came out on PS4. 2016.
When we were... Listen, I still remember that, because Titanfall 2 came out. We went to fucking Markham for that dumb Gundam
thing
that you got robbed at.
Oh, yeah, the competition.
That Gundam competition, you got fucking robbed.
Yeah.
And then while we were waiting for the judging, we just went to like different stores and bought Titanfall 2 branded Doritos to get XP boosts.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. That was good. Anyways, I can't believe it, but even like I played on the PS4 controller.
Yeah.
And now I'm on mouse and keyboard. I don't know how the muscle memory came back to me.
Yeah.
But like it was just instant.
Nice.
Things just clicked.
Nice.
And Titanfall is such a different game from Apex.
It's so fast.
It is unbelievably fast.
So good.
And I don't know, just the feedback you get when you hit someone with a bullet, it feels good. It reminded me of like why I liked Call of Duty, and then they got me thinking like, should I get the new Call of Duty?
Respawn makes good shooters.
And then I was like, shit, this is good. And then you called in the robot. I'm like, oh man, it's all great. And then when you're playing it, it's so weird because I guess Apex Legends, each of those legends is basically like a dumbed down version of a standard pilot in Titanfall.
Yeah.
Because like those pilots can take on 2 or 3 of the signature tactical abilities.
Or whatever, yeah.
And yeah, and I was just I remember I'm like, right, my whole loadout was based around stim and just moving lightning fast.
I think I always use the grappling hook.
Yeah.
Which is why I like Pathfinder so much.
Yeah, and I totally forgot how like all those Apex things were straight from Titanfall. Like I forgot that Wraith's phase shift is directly from
the Ronin.
Yeah, I'm like, shit. And like, yeah, I forgot that the Titans all had those things. It's been so good. Now the player base is around like 10K, so it's not the biggest player base, but there's enough to get into games really quickly.
Yeah.
It's cross-platform, so yeah. But no, that game is so good. It just makes me feel like I want Titanfall 3, and I need it now.
It's never gonna happen.
The nice thing about playing it on my PC now is because I can max it, like all the settings, it doesn't look like an old PS4 game.
It looks like a pretty decent PC
game.
Yeah,
it looks like a decent PC game.
Okay.
So that's been nice. But yeah, I'm super digging it. Like, I don't know. It's been a while since I've just wanted to play like a deathmatch shooter. It's been good.
I went back to COD 4 when that remake came out a couple years ago, and I was like, okay, like, oh, this is what it feels like. Hell yeah. But like, I kind of dropped off. But watching you play Titanfall today, I was just like, oh, okay. I'm glad I bought that. I'm gonna install that.
We gotta party up because like this game is wild. Like I can't believe how much and like it just reminded me of all the great ideas they had that nobody decides to use. Like just having AI grunts so that you could just kill people.
And it's still like it's a team contribution too, right? Because even though a pilot kill is 5 points, like a grunt kill is 1 point.
Yeah, or like a special grunts are 3 points.
Yeah, so you're still contributing to your team even if you're like not the best at wall running and evading.
Yeah, and like the way to get like your Titan to fall, you have to get kills, and so even if you don't get the pilot kills, you still can get it.
Yeah.
Or even just like even when you lose the match, there's still an objective to do.
Yeah.
Like the escape or deny the escape. And that shit's great. And it's like, how come the other deathmatch games don't do this kind of stuff?
Did they fix it to where like if you eject from your Titan underneath their escape ship, it just instantly blows it up?
Oh yeah, they don't have that.
Okay.
They had that in Titanfall 1.
Yeah, that was sick.
Where you could if you put nuclear bomb on your eject and you did it, you immediately killed that dropship.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons I really liked the game. I liked I was actually talking about this on a YouTuber's video about like it's like how to get people to play fighting games and stuff like that. And one of the things like I found is like fighting games in general don't really have a good reward system, especially when you lose.
No.
Because it's like when you lose in a fighting game, it is you lost. There's nothing else to blame except for yourself. And also, even if you did something cool, like you had like a mini success, like, oh, I hit that anti-air.
Yeah.
There's nothing there to like give you, oh, hey, here's 10 EXP for the whatever, right?
Yeah.
But in this game, like they really incentivize rewards really well. Especially like you mentioned with that end of game thing where it's like, okay, round's over. You did lose, but bro, there's still something to do. Just play hide and seek for the rest of the match. Try and get into that ship. And that shit's so fun. Even when I lose in Titanfall, I remember still having a good time.
Yeah, it's wicked. And like I forgot how much the dynamic of the game changes based on whether you're in the Titan or when you're out.
Yeah.
Cause like it is completely different. And I miss the voices. Like your Titan has like I forgot that each Titan has a different voice. And they give you different commands or they tell you different things based on what's going on, and it's like there's so much that was well thought about this game, and I can't believe that it's 5 years old already, and everyone seems to be like everyone just either slept on it or just it's completely forgotten now.
I feel like I feel like sleeping on it is the accurate way to say it, because like even now watching you play, it still gets me excited in the same way that it was when I first played it, or when I first saw it. And also, like, when I remember playing it, I remember Titanfall shooting and like movement and everything being like literal years among anything else I've played at the time.
Yeah, because like it's strange. Like it doesn't feel old at all.
Yeah.
In fact, in some ways, it feels way more modern than even Apex. Even Warzone too. Like,
oh fuck, Warzone feels ancient. Like I love Warzone, and I've talked about playing it on here before, but shooting in Warzone is shooting in Call of Duty 4. And while that is not bad, it is also not like revolutionary. It's not great.
Yeah.
It's just it's Call of Duty.
Yeah. Yeah. So like the reason I got Titanfall 2 is because I want to play the campaign again because I forget it.
Bro. When you jump off that thing and BT catches you.
Yeah, like I remember like key moments, but I forget like all of it.
Yeah.
And then I was like, but I never hit campaign yet. Because I was like, because when I first got, I'm like, okay, I gotta go to bed in like 10 minutes. So I'll put in the match.
Multiplayer.
Yeah, it was like an hour later, and I was like, oh fuck, this game's good.
Got me.
Yeah. But yeah, they have a lot of cool things. Like Titanfall's so good. Y'all should play it.
I will.
Yeah.
It's installed on my PC.
Yeah, and that's been my week. I haven't done anything else. This coming week I'm not working. I have vacation.
Nice.
But I don't know if I'll have time to do anything related to this podcast.
What do you mean?
Are
you saying that you're not going to do cool things that exist within the world?
Probably.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to do ultimate cool things.
Like what?
I don't know. I have no idea. COVID's happening, so
I feel like whatever you do, you can talk about it. It's okay.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
No. So
sometimes you talk about F1 and nobody cares.
Oh wow, sick burn. Sick burn. Jeez, man, you just took that knife, stuck it in my back, twisted it, pulled it out, put it back in, twisted the reverse, and then dragged it all the way down my spine.
It's a John Wick kill.
Yeah, hopefully next week we'll have some stuff to talk about. Otherwise, yeah, that's it from us. Right?
I think so.
Cool. See you guys next week.
I think I could pull off pigtails.